Welcome into the CHGO White Sox pregame show, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm Sean Anderson, the host of the CHGO White Sox pregame show. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And alongside me, as always, is Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him on Twitter at Eckerwall23. He's the CHGO White Sox community leader. We are here to preview the final game, thankfully, between the White Sox and Guardians this year.
Oh, okay.
Not ever.
Ugh.
But let's start here, Herb. This is the final time, the final season that you will ever have to see the Royals, the Twins, the Guardians, or the Tigers 19 times each in a year. I think that we should celebrate this.
Oh, my goodness. It feels so good. Baseball is finally getting things right. I would want them to go a little further with teams just being equal and playing the teams equal amount of games all together. I've already did the math. It's like you do 5 each versus each team, and I think that comes out to like 154. Shortening the season a skosh. But what they're doing next year, where every team plays every other team, is a step in the right direction. And I hope in like 5 to 10 years we are more even scheduled, and we don't have to see the goddamn Guardians ever. And we don't have to be in the division with the Guardians. It's just an open thing with the American League sending their 7 best and the National League sending their 7 best, and then we go into the playoff system.
Yeah, I like it. And I think, too, like I always said, like you need to take care of your division, and that's not really a big concern. It's just, can you just be a good baseball team? Can you win baseball games each and every day against, the teams? And I think, too, like, it's going to be fun being able to see each and every player come to the South Side at least like each and every other year, unless they're injured, like Mike Trout. Like, you're going to be able to see Trout a ton. A big issue with me was never being able to see A-Rod. And that's why when I had the chance to see Brady in person, I took the chance to do it. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm kind of off that Brady fandom right now, but it was just like, it was very cool to see my favorite player. And I think it's just as it's now a global game, and I think baseball's issue is being so regional. I think this might give their MLB's ability to grow a little bit, just because you'll be able to see these players a little bit more.
I mean, you haven't probably seen, if you're a White Sox fan, Juan Soto. He's a Padre. Right. He was a Washington National. They'll be coming to town next year, possibly, or at least on TV with your White Sox playing them in San Diego later on this year. You get to see like these stars, and kids don't have to go to the north side to see one of their National League stars, the National League team that they probably enjoy. That's what I do every year with the Padres. I got to go to Wrigley. Now I can just chill out and have a home game and cheer for my White Sox while admiring what the Padres are doing out there. So this is finally a thing that the Major League Baseball is getting right. Now take it a step further. Have an even schedule for everybody.
Yeah, and Chirac Bobby saying season may be over, but have some pride, White Sox. We didn't see too much pride in last night's game. I want to chat with you about this a little bit. We mentioned it late in the show last night about what the called strike plus whiff percentage meant for Tristan McKenzie. It meant the 11th greatest start by called strike plus whiff percentage since 2008 versus any team. It was the greatest against any White Sox team since 2008. Minimum of 50 pitches, like most called strike plus whiff percentage. That was the most ever against any White Sox team since 2008. But since 2008, all the Major League Baseball games that have been played, minimum 100 pitches from one player in a game, that is the 11th greatest called strike plus whiff percentage. That team gave up.
Yes, that is piss poor. His stuff was great, and it usually is. And the White Sox had proven to it when they struck out 14 times the previous start. But yeah, we tell from pitch one, the team wasn't interested in winning. They had already had their wins. The wind out of their sail was gone. And so you got to be professional. As Chirac Bobby says, you still get checks. You still have your name on the back of your jersey. Play for that. Play with the pride of Moncada. Play for the pride of Jimenez in the back of their jersey if you don't want to play for the SOX on the front of your chest. So you have, 13 games left in the season. Play like technically the White Sox are still in, and I know Sean is on that with the Rays. If the Rays lose the rest of the games, the White Sox win a sizable amount of those games, the White Sox possibly can get that last wild card. It's a long shot, but play like that. Play like you have nothing to lose, and that you are going to give your all. But last night, it was an inexcusable effort. I heard today on the score, they should have just taken Moncada out after that first inning. He had a rough top of the first inning where he made an error. He made an error of being lazy. See, I can say he was lazy on that one. Sometimes they claim him to be lazy, and it's just him, not doing a job. Last night, he let that ball get deep on him, triple tapped like it was not Ahmad Rosario going down the line. Then that lazy throw that he threw down the line where he kind of sidearmed it to first base and the ball goes in the dirt and Jose can't scoop it when Oscar Gonzalez is going down the line. He should have been replaced last night. And I want to see some of that stuff. I want to see that, hey, I'm Miguel Cairo. I'm trying to audition for next year's job. Maybe I can be the guy. If I see some lackadaisical play, you guys come out, man. I got to show you, and maybe not Bobby Cox it where I'm in the middle of the inning and taking him out like Andrew Jones, but I'm taking him out in the half inning and explaining to him, hey, man, that effort is not appreciated. There's 162 of these on the schedule, not 100 and whatever, and when we're eliminated, I don't got to play hard. If you don't want to play hard, the bench is right there for you, bro.
Right, and we got Keith DeRapper asking if this was the game or not. Game starts at about 20 minutes, so we do not have the game, but we'll have the pre and post game for you. And I do like Turd Ferguson saying, not even going to watch the game. Unfortunately, I'm going tomorrow, though.
Oh, it's a tough go, man. That's a really, really tough go. I had a softball game today. I chose to come to work. Huh?
You already played?
No, it was one 7:55. I'm not going to go because I'm gotta watch this bullshit.
Come on.
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm dressed like this too. I dressed like this on purpose so I wouldn't go. But because I got a commitment to this job. And so I'm gonna give my 100%, even though the team is not giving their 100% on the field tonight. I better see some effort. I better see some better at bats tonight. And I know Shane Bieber's tough, but god damn it, have some pride. Have some gumption about yourself. Finish the season off right so you can go into the offseason saying, okay, we didn't have the exact season that we wanted, but you know what? I gave every time 100% of what I had. And I hope I see that out of the White Sox. If not, I'm going to yell at them tonight.
Well, we've seen them. What is up with people?
I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah,
we're not streaming the game. What is going on with Jonna and Introvert?
Do you guys want us?
We've had like 144 games. We've never had anybody ask for streaming the actual game. And now we've had three people.
I did not set up the stream any different than I ever do. So
what the fuck?
I don't know.
There's a newer people. I think maybe they're just,
But hey, join us for post game.
Unless something's wrong with the actual TV broadcast. Unless they're having like conflictions, but I'd be surprised.
No, that's right. Regular NBC Sports Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. You mentioned having good at-bats versus Bieber. Marcos says, Sean and Herb, what's up, fellas? What's up, Marcos? As much as this season has been a disappointment, I'm not looking forward to the end of Southside baseball. Let's hope Cueto can come through tonight versus Sox Pride. It'd be great if they came through. I'm not against them winning. I'm all for them winning. I'm all for them going to the playoffs. I would be you. No, you stupid donkey. We're not streaming the game.
I love thanks, stupid donkey.
I knew.
Oh, that's great.
I knew back in March when we had. I knew back in March. Wait, what?
I'm just trying to figure out. We got like 5 or 6 different new people.
I think Majestic Wolf's kidding.
Maybe they're taking over for the XYZ strippers.
Yeah, we haven't had them in a while.
We haven't had those in a bit. But I knew when Stupid Doggy jumped in our chat back in March, and I saw that profile picture and that name, that this is going to be the guy that we needed to watch out for. But last time the Sox saw face Bieber, they gave an all right effort. That was just back on August 20th. They lost 2-0. 6 1/3 though, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. I mean, I guess for Shane Bieber, that's all right. And then back in July, they did have 3 home runs off of him. But
they crushed him.
I'm not expecting anything tonight. I said yesterday a no-hitter is probably possible tonight.
And I don't know if you're going to be putting this in the later segment, but I saw your bet that you were suggesting the people take on PointsBet today, and I might jump on it.
We'll talk about it in a second here. Let's look at the White Sox lineup, and maybe we'll give some reasoning why I'll be taking that bet. Leading off for the Sox going to be Elvis Andrus playing shortstop. Batting second, Yohan Moncada at third base. Batting third, Jose Abreu at first base. Batting fourth, Eloy Jimenez at designated hitter. Batting fifth, Andrew Vaughn
works.
Field. Batting sixth, Yasmani Grandal at catcher.
Do you know that I called one time to the Pfister Hotel up in Milwaukee? That's where the All-Star game was being held that year. And I was looking for Andrew Jones. and I asked for Andrew Jones to his room. This is back in the day where players just gave their names in hotels. Dumb. And he's like, I was like, hey, Andrew. He's like, it's Andrew. It's like, you got a U though. It's like, I've always thought it was Andrew. No, he's like, it's Andrew.
Andrew.
And he couldn't come on. But you can call him.
You called him and went up to his hotel and you were like, it's Herb Lawrence from the Score.
Old school Score. And I think, what would we call it? Score Hotel Roulette or something like that.
Yeah.
Players used to just give regular names, and you knew because of the blue book they gave you which hotel and which city that they were in. And so back in the day, it was the Fister with a P. He barely knew her. It was apparently it was haunted, the Fister Hotel. And so I used to call up there just asking for players. That was when I was Mike North's producer. Hey, Andrew Jones, can I get you on? Hey, Preston Wilson, can I get you on? You know, things like that. No one ever came on, but you got to speak to a lot of people.
You got like they would pick up, but you never got a yes.
Never got a yes. And nowadays I would, if a hotel phone rings in my hotel, I'm like, that's not calling for me.
How do you know I'm here?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Exactly. So yeah, it's a very weird thing. Now, you know, the press secretaries or the people who do the travel secretaries do it a little bit better, where they're just give a different name and they give aliases and shit. Like I think Steve Stone's was something weird. Dr. Kevorkian.
Was that what he used to do?
I think one of them was Dr. Kevorkian.
That's not bad. Sorry, guys. The Ghost fans are just a little confused. Just ignore them. Oh, that's what it is.
I have no idea what this is.
It's Ghost BC. Ghost BC. I guess it's not Ghost BC anymore. I think it's just Ghost. We're not showing the live first pitch. Don't worry. It should be clipped. Papa Ghost will be all right. He will be here to take you. Don't worry.
Anything you guys are talking
so
about.
I have
Ghost,
no clue what
Ghost
this
is a band. Ghost is a heavier rock band. So right now we are experiencing Ghost stands in the chat. So
like
to all
Rachel
of our,
and Distress Mole.
yeah, Rachel, just Maddie, all the Ghost fans are in here. I should the profile picture should have tipped me off here. This should have been a dead giveaway.
Is it anime? What is it?
No, it's a band. It's a rock band.
It's weird.
I mean, the papa that they're referring to as a very extravagant garb. They're very showman-y. They're very extravagant.
We should just start talking about Ghost and then have all their fans come here and like
Ghost. I saw Ghost live at either Lollapalooza or Riot Fest, and I was standing there, and the guy kind of looks like Sting the wrestler, but if it was more of a skeleton face paint, and he just stands up there, and he has this very much like presence to him.
I see
like
the picture now.
You can see him kind of like if you're 30 yards away, he feels 10 feet in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of has that presence. He thinks he's just very, very big. He's very, very grandiose. Huh?
Statuesque?
No, I mean, I don't know about statuesque, but just very, very, very grandiose. It's very, very extravagant.
I'm just realizing.
They're from Sweden.
My sister texted me about this morning. I had no idea what it was. You just said Ghost. It just like triggered my memory. She sent me a thing. It said from this Ghost guy. We wish to inform you it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out the old ball game. Papa Emeritus the fourth will be thrown at the ceremonial first pitch of the White Sox versus Guardians game today. Game begins at 7:10, and for some reason, everyone's tuning into the stream for the first pitch.
You mean Tobias Forge?
Tobias.
As Papa Emeritus the fourth?
Mm-hmm. And this is the fourth version of his face paint, which is why this is 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And a group of nameless ghouls.
This is the name ghoul.
So they're like Guar.
I mean,
or Insane Clown Posse.
No, I would say a little bit less like ICP. Maybe like Guar, but a little bit like a little toned down less.
Like Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss with a better backstory and heavier too. I mean, Kiss was like
my
pop
sister
rock.
sent me a song. One of them was actually pretty decent.
I mean, obviously they got fans. I mean, Mallory's saying thank God. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be showing any Ghost clips for you guys of him.
Should I try to clip that for post game?
If you can,
I'll do that.
Give it a shot. I don't think so. Yeah, I think it will be clipped. I'd be really surprised that the White Sox wouldn't be having something that could draw up this much engagement here rolling in. I was not expecting all these Ghost fans. So shout out to Papa Emrys.
I gotta give it to the White Sox. As I told Steven, like there's a lot of things that they're doing marketing wise that are getting out to people. Clark just said Cascade. It was a big hit for them. Whether it did that liquid lemonade, what was it called? Lyrical lemonade thing. And then the lady who threw out the first pitch yesterday, I didn't know who that was. Remember Rumsey? Yeah. And now Ghost. They're trying to reach out to different people who are outside of the church instead of just talking to the same people in the congregation. Like, hey, Ghost fans, come on in and see this bad baseball team. Yeah, and your band's here, but also bad baseball.
Steven, how many people do we have live right now? I mean,
I see
never
74 in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say 50%. I would say more than 50% of the people are Ghost fans right now. We have never had the. We don't care about baseball. No one gives a fuck about baseball.
All right, then we're just going to be talking about Ghost. Then, no,
we're not.
Tell me, your favorite Ghost
fans.
song, guys, in the chat. I want to hear this Ghost so I can go and stream it and tell you how good or bad it is, and I will tell you how bad it is because Sean told me to listen to Tusk by Fleetwood Mac, and I was like, that is a terrible, terrible album. Force 4 songs are horrible. Wrong. Bible? That's my shit.
Apparently more are coming in from a different stream right now. So we're up to 84, just like that.
Why do we have a different stream?
Call me Little Sunshine.
Good for you guys. I mean, hey, thanks for joining us. Let's go into the lineup, which you guys clearly care about. I think we're at 7. What?
Ritual by Ghost. It's one of my favorites.
You guys want to let me know why they dropped the BC? Because when I saw them, they were Ghost BC, and now they're just Ghost.
Now they're AD.
No 80. 7, AJ Pollock in center field. Batting 8, Gavin Sheets in right field. Batting 9th, Romy Gonzalez at second base. And then the the Guardians starting lineup. Stephen Quad leading off at designated hitter. Batting second, Ahmed Rosario at shortstop. Batting third, Jose Ramirez at third base. Batting fourth, Josh Naylor at first base. Batting fifth, Andres Jimenez at second base. Batting sixth, Oscar Gonzalez in right field. Batting seventh, Will Brennan in left field. Batting eighth, Austin Hedges at catcher, and batting ninth, Miles Straw at center field. Herb, you have so much music to listen to.
Will I get sued if I played any of this Ritual songs?
I would
You're
say so.
Not allowed to play copyrighted music.
I think Steven would not appreciate it. So
I'm gonna listen to Ritual and Year Zero.
Year Zero seems to be like the one that we need to check out. But we'll see.
I'm gonna listen to it right after this show.
And Brooke said, "Show the pitch. We will all subscribe." Here's the thing, Brooke. We don't have. They're not going to show that live. They usually don't show the first pitch live on TV. So all we would have is the TV broadcast from Comcast, and they just don't show the first pitch. So even if it is a large celebrity, I think probably unless like the president of the United States is throwing out the first pitch.
Will he be in full Ghost gear?
Absolutely.
Will he just be like Tobias?
No. I mean, like especially with a person that does that, like that is their MO. I don't think. I think the fact that you were actually referring to him as his birth name, I think, is an offense.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't think you should say his first name. I think we're gonna get some bad karma here.
Throwing out the first pitch today. It's Ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it's just like some Moby looking dude goes out to the thing and throws out the first pitch. Perfect strike, of course. He's like, yes, hi. He's got glasses on. He's all subdued.
I'm all for it. You're all like managers saying. Managers shouldn't wear uniforms. I think they should all wear Ghost garbs. I think they should all dress like Papa Emerist. All right. So if you're a coach, you should be wearing floor length garbs. You should be wearing Emerist hats and everything. I think that, you got to go all out.
If the White Sox hit 4 home runs today, I will come out in full Ghost gear.
Oh, boy. Well, let's talk about that. So the starting pitchers for tonight are Johnny Cueto and Shane Bieber. They will be taking the mound after Papa Emerist takes the mound. And
Shane Bieber
is
like Papa Emerist.
In what way?
He's good and tall.
Okay.
And he's going to command respect from you.
There you go. Johnny Cueto demands respect because of his back catalog. 139 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 3.09 ERA, 137 hits allowed, 88 Ks, 31 walks, 128 ERA plus. Bieber, 181 and 1/3 innings pitched, 283 ERA, 152 hits allowed, 184 strikeouts, 35 walks surrendered, and an ERA plus of 135. How you feeling tonight, Herb?
I feel terrible that the White Sox are going to lose, but I'm tired of the White Sox. I wanted to talk about this Ghost thing.
Yeah.
Steven, is it possible that you can look up and put a picture of this Ghost guy?
Yeah, I could do that
on our YouTube page because they just want it.
Give us some.
I mean, they
Emerist.
already know what he looks like because they're here for that.
If you can, I mean, pull us up some Papa 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I think those are all different like eras for them. Oh, hey Herb, there you go. You could see Papa.
Oh man,
D makeup there real quick.
We're gonna go split screen here, but we
There you
got
split
something.
screen, getting rid of me. You can only see Herb, which is really, what people want. And you can see the scroll. Just look at this guy. It's imposing. It's menacing. This guy wants to command your soul.
That's amazing.
Sing to your soul.
Like, he already puts on probably a hell of a show, and according to these people, some music is pretty decent. I don't know, what is it, EDM? What is it?
I have told you
hard
that
rock?
Rock many times, Grandpa.
Yeah, but rock is like nebulous
Like
term.
it's heavier. It's like it's a little bit like gore. It's a little bit leaning towards more like the metal side. They have some Swiss metal influence in there as well. Like they're definitely more of a harder rock band.
I got him
see
without
him.
makeup.
Yeah, there you go. Look at him. It kind of looks like, definitely not Moby-esque.
Should
I was like, he looks like Pitbull right there.
I'd put on makeup
That
too.
is
I
actually
don't know.
Pitbull.
That is Pitbull. Okay. All right, let's go to the big prediction here, the big bet that I made. If you were looking to make a bet on tonight's game, head over to PointsBet, download the PointsBet app, and they call them metal, but it's just their look. It's rock metal. It's rockish. PointsBet is not rock or metal. They're a sports book, and they are online. And they're the best sports book out there. This football season, PointsBet's bringing you a better way to bet live on games, which means before this ad is over, you can place a live same-game parlay bet. You can bet on the next drive to be a touchdown, and you can cash out your live second-half over bet. Right now, there's the Cleveland and Pittsburgh game going on. With PointsBet, you have access to more live football markets than ever before. You could build the perfect live same-game parlay. I did that by taking the Steelers plus 6.5 and Nick Chubb under 95.5 scrimmage yards by combining my favorite bets anytime during the game, including spreads, totals, player props, and more. Choose the outcome of the next drive and next points with PointsBet's Lightning Bet. So whether you're on the move or on the couch, do it live on PointsBet. Download the PointsBet app today and sign up with code CHGO to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. And if you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis counseling and referral services.
The third member of our crew, it's Sean Anderson, Herb
Vinny.
Lawrence, is Vinny Duber. He's at the game when we have home games. He tweets this: "There's a very scary monster throwing out the ceremonial first pitch, offering something even more frightening than his appearance.
Stop.
His whole situation is being accompanied by Disco Inferno. Now that is scary.
That's weird. Weird
Yeah.
vibe for that.
Very scary.
But yeah,
monster. Papa.
Put some respect on
Emeritus.
Papa's name. Let's look at my bet for tonight. I placed this on PointsBet. I went through the player prop market and said under home runs for every single player. I think Shane Bieber will probably throw a no-hitter. I think the White Sox aren't showing up to the ballpark just like they didn't last night. I am taking A.J. Pollock under a half home run, Andrew Vaughn under a half home run, Jimenez under a half home run, Andrus under a half home run, Abreu under a half home run, Grandal under a half home run, Makata under a half home run, $10 to win 20 at plus 100. I can get plus odds for this shit. They never hit home runs.
It's amazing.
Fuck
So
the White Sox.
1-1. Let's go. Get your $10 in. That's great. I might even jump on that with you to get me some double up my money, because the White Sox are going to lose tonight's game. And I wish they score some runs, but I don't think they will. Shane Bieber will dominate. White Sox lose 6-0.
I will go with you. I'll go 6-0. White Sox lose, and I said Romy Gonzalez was my click to pick because he will be the only one that's trying, and you were thinking along the same routes and picked up Jose Abreu, the guy that shows up each and every day.
Yep. Yeah. He's done well with Bieber occasionally. He can get the job done, but I don't think today will be the day. It's kind of cold outside. It's the first day where you got a little bitterness since the summer has ended. So I think the White Sox will go away like the summer has gone away with us.
Join us live on the post-game show. We will hopefully have a Papa Emerist first pitch gift for you. Can't wait to see what his wind-up's like, if he's a lefty or righty. Maybe the White Sox can sign him, and we can have all this interaction if Papa Emerist is a White Sox
Joe R
player.
wants him in right field.
What's that?
Joe R wants him in right field.
Let's get him in right field.
I mean,
Let's go, Joe
it
R.
couldn't be worse. He's tall too, right?
Hey, and he bring people in the seats. I mean, if Ghost is playing right field, if we got Papa Emerist playing right field, I think we got fans on the stands.
He'll be intimidating. Bieber like, oh shit, I ain't pitching him.
That's Herb Lawrence. You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerval23. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us, you crazy Ghost fans, and for being the stands that you are. Thank you to Stephen Nicholas for producing the show. We'll talk to you after the White Sox lose live on the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when we are notified once the post game starts. We'll talk to you after the game. Go White Sox.